I hate that when he does that in middle of the night. Get up and fucking. I'm like, oh, that's so fucking annoying. I'm like, fucking stop. Hi. Yeah, I'm talking about you. What do you do about it, huh?
It's week 3 of
Yeah,
the
he turned his head. He's
2027
like,
season, and it's brought
what?
to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Chiefs on Monday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Stroud working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the Texans' 24-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there. 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Pass incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Bruins will say he should have had it, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes firing complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 13 to keep the offense on the field.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. Austin is there and brings in another one.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. Leach. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
As they've got it as we resume action.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Caught by Woods.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First and 10, it's Stroud. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll run to the wide side here with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Kendre Miller, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Austin. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Leach. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
His throw incomplete.
fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes keeps himself upright. And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now out comes Houston. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And Stroud now to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's Prescott here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Elijah Moore, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard. But there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD, got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team game over personal protection.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On second down, Leach. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved all day. Recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Leach.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stroud off the play fake.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Leach. Oh, nice move. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Stroud looking to throw.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Well, it's caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Stroud sets up the play action.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he stays up, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Stroud will run the option left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run on 1st down. Leach, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, That position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 10-yard
Again, it's Stroud. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now third down coming up. Throwing now is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now here comes Kansas City. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That one good for 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd down now, Leach. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should be picked up.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Leach, solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That's complete. It's Collins. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run. It's Miller. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Stroud on third down now.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 16. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mahomes.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Mahomes.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Right. Oh my god. What the fuck? This is fucking. This is all fucking halftime. Hey, I looked up. I in the Baba. What the fuck? Let's go here. Whoa. God fucking order. Oh, I thought that was done. But it was good. damn. Uh-oh. Billy! Billy! Wow. Oh. Fucking now with it's the hell. Yeah. And the two brothers. They get together. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh my god, I fucking watched that every time it was on. Alright, I don't want to fucking go to bed though.